How long have you been doing music?
Probably like 5 years.
Can you give me a brief description of your background?
Um, in what?
Just in life?
Shit. Grew up in Chicago on the south side. Moved around a lot. Seen a lot of different shit. Can you curse in this interview?
You can do whatever you want. You can be
Awesome, that's
authentic.
perfect. Um, damn, like I don't know, I lived a regular life. It's kind of regular, I guess. And I'm here.
Okay. What made you want to become a musician?
I never wanted to become a musician. It was just something that I always did since I was a little kid for fun. And like I come from a musical family, so like they've always done music. And I never really cared about it, but like they picked me up when I got into music. They were like, you know what I'm saying? Like they kind of embraced me more because they had knew something about it. So it kind of helped me like really take it serious.
Okay. Did you play instruments in high school?
Played piano, and then right before, like right when I started like singing and rapping, that's when I started playing guitar. And then I kind of like put down the piano for a little while, but that's my blood. My piano's my blood. I'm way better at piano than I probably could ever be at guitar.
You still playing instruments now?
Of course.
Which ones?
Play piano,
Mhm.
and I'm gonna pick up guitar again because I want to be at least someplace like some like standard, you know what I'm saying, ability to like like play in public and not look like complete shit. But yeah, piano I can play that anywhere. I'll feel fine. Like
Okay. And how would you describe your sound and your music?
um, damn, it's all over the place. Like every song is a different person, but it's all like I guess you want to generalize it like Midwestern, like Chicago, just emo garbage. You feel me? Like it's just a lot of mess. It's like my own memoir of just like my quirky yet like somewhat autistic brain just like coming together. Having like I have a whole song about committing a massive robbery on a bank and like I go into so much descriptions. Just, like I don't know, I'm all over the place. And I don't do anything to like for strategic reasons or like marketable reasons like oh this is why I should do this and I should make this song for this. Like nah, my brain is just everywhere. I make everything that I feel.
Okay. What does Nevvaro mean?
It means I spent 8 hours trying to find a name that wasn't taken on Twitter.
Oh, really? That's funny. Seriously?
Yeah, pretty much. I was
That's
like,
cool.
I had some other names, but for some reason, Navarro was just like, this sounds cool. Like, it's just weird. I like
Interesting.
this one.
That's cool. So what accomplishments do you see yourself achieving in the next 5 to 10 years?
Man, hopefully open up my first business, but I definitely want to get like a major placement with like my like my most favorite artist ever.
Okay. Um, that's a upcoming question.
hmm
What strengths? No, wait. Do you have any hobbies or interests outside of music?
Everything, fucking cars, other arts, except for dancing. I fucking hate dancing. Like that shit just makes me just cringe. I hate it so much. But everything else is cool. I love art.
Okay. Uh, what strengths do you have that you believe or that you believe makes you a great artist?
Sounds like a VQ. But shit, like my ability to connect with people.
Okay.
I feel like that's my it doesn't matter how where they came from, their background, their race, their age, their gender. None of it matters. I can connect with everybody on a deep level.
And then what makes you unique as an artist?
Hmm. I think what makes me unique is like I said, like the reality and like the scope of things that I can personally touch on. It's like I feel like mentally I'm like if you put every like group of people in this earth inside of one person, I feel like that's me. Like I can identify with like males, females, I can identify with black people, with white people, with Asian people, even with Indian people, like Hispanic people. I can I can understand like and relate with people who are of different sexual orientations, like gay, straight, lesbian, all that. Like I can connect with everybody. It's
Yeah.
never been an issue for me.
Okay. Do you have any weaknesses that you're actively working on to improve?
Um, I wouldn't say it's a weakness, but like I gotta get my brain juices flowing up. I gotta get more like activity in my brain so I can start making like really crazy melodies like I used to and really start saying like crazy bars. So now I'm so like jaded, but I'm getting better. But for the past like year and a half, I've been jaded because dealing with like all these big star celebrities and trying to like be in their world is kind of like, oh shit, bro, like it's a lot. And like nobody's gonna help you. Nobody's gonna tell you what you're supposed to do. It's just trial and error the whole way through.
It's very true. What is it about music that makes you feel passionate?
I feel everything inside of every song. It could be a good feeling or it could hurt really fucking bad. But like that's the only thing that really makes me feel anything is music. Like I can feel everybody's pain. Like even in certain like sequence of notes, it's like a message. It's like a like I've read hieroglyphics, but it's coming at me in a different way. I don't know. Music is just sound is just always hit me different.
Okay. Describe your favorite and least favorite part of being an artist.
Favorite part of being an artist, creating music. Least favorite part of being an artist, the business side of things. Shit's annoying. It's like, damn, I hate that shit, bro. I get it. You have to do the business shit to monetize in America. It's capitalism. Like, it only works a certain way, and you gotta be tenacious and irritating about it. But God damn, I hate that shit. Cause I don't really like. Do I really give a fuck about the money? Not really. Like I'm not doing this shit to be a famous. Well, I am doing it to be like a famous musician, but I'm not doing it to be famous where I get paid and I have to. Where you know what I'm saying? Like I can go crazy and buy Ferraris and do all this crazy. Like I don't give a fuck. I just want listeners. I just want people to listen. That's it. That's all I ever gave a fuck about. That's why like I always talk about like I'll go do this shit at home. Like I'll work a 9 to 5. I don't really give a fuck that bad. I'll just make music on the side. But when you get opportunity to not be like a fucking bot in the Midwest like everybody else, like the rest of my friends who hate their lives, it's like you take that opportunity every time.
100%. I agree with you. Um, okay. Who are a few of your musical inspirations and what qualities about them inspire you?
Eden, I feel like is a big. He is like the number one for like why I am the way I am and why I sound the way I sound. Like he's just a soft voice like singer, but his music is also weird. But he's also came from like a bunch of different genres and then flipped and like made his own lane and made his own kind of genre, kind of. And it's just like, man, like I nobody's music has like been the soundtrack for my entire existence besides him. Like especially my teenage years. Like and I don't know, bro. It just I feel everything so much different.
I've never heard him. Okay. What type of artists would you prefer to collaborate with? And who are a few artists that you would love to work with?
Man, the artist I would love to work with the most is Juice World for sure. Definitely got to put that out there, but because I feel like coming from Chicago and like growing up with the same kind of music and also being like into the same type of shit. Like once, cause we all grew up with like in the early 2000s. That's when like pop punk was like fucking major. So we all fell in love with like different shit that we were used to. Like our parents didn't grow up listening to that. They grew up listening to like regular rap and like Maze and Marvin Gaye. Not really Marvin Gaye, but like that old school shit. And Biggie and Tupac.
Mm-hmm.
We grew up listening to that too, but that wasn't like our whole childhood. That's not what we grew up on. So we never really was too big on that. Respect it for sure, but yeah.
Anyone else you want to work with?
Um, damn, I don't work with like a lot of the people that I was already like. I was a big Migos fans growing up. Like, I was a big fan. I remember summer of like 2013 when they dropped the album. I think it was 2013, 2014, 2015, something like that. But I remember I played that whole album and Sound to the Streets just nonstop. every day, all day, the same album, same 2 albums on repeat, just all day. I know people were getting tired of me, but I didn't give a fuck. I was all day. Um, shit. Who else? Oh, I would love to work with. I would love to work with real friends, old real friends back when Dan was in the group. Now it's like, ah, y'all doing y'all thing, but I would have loved to work with them back then. Like, oh my god, the shit we would have made would have been just insane.
Maybe one day.
One day,
Maybe
I'll
one day.
find them on the strip or something. One day, I don't know.
What is your ideal working environment? Do you prefer working with a team or alone?
Kind of both. You work with a team, especially a good team. They'll put you in your place and put you on the right path. Sometimes it get annoying because like they're telling you to do shit that you already been miles ahead doing, but like your process is different. Your process of doing shit, everybody has a different process, but so they don't always see eye or see that you're doing something, and then you pop out and do it, and they're like, "Oh shit, damn!" And it's like, "Yeah, I haven't just been sitting on my ass like doing this shit too."
It's
And it's
funny.
good because I like helping other people, and like even today, like just showing like and educating them about a bunch of shit. Like I don't watched all of them boss up because of me. Like they don't all like came up on new strategies in music and like new understanding of music because I done been an open book and just gave them everything that they needed.
Okay. Um, what is your proudest achievement that you've accomplished so far?
Mm. I think I broke 200 miles per hour this year. For sure, think I did.
Okay. Okay. What is your driving motivation when it comes to your career and why?
Um, Not rotting in the Midwest. That's one of them. Cause like where I come from, nobody does anything with their lives. Like nobody gets anywhere, which is this typical like fucking I moved and ran away to California story. But yeah, most people don't do shit like especially now because like the world's pretty easy, so nobody really is giving a fuck about too much. Cause like they're trappers or they're robbers, you know what I'm saying, doing crimes, or they like thoughts selling
Yeah.
their bodies on fucking OnlyFans and killing it, making a good profit off it, or they're just working regular jobs and like slaving away, and they don't even got time to think about like doing anything else because they're slaving away, and then they're tired when they get home, and then because I did that, that's what I was doing. I was slaving. I would be tired, but I would record because that was my passion, and then back doing the same thing every day.
It's called being an adult.
Yep, and that shit, being an adult
Sucks.
sucks. It
Yes, it
fucking
does.
sucks. Don't let nobody tell you anything different.
That is
My
100%
mother
true.
was right. This shit sucks. But it's better than when I was a kid because ignorance is bliss. Like when you're a kid, you don't know the world. So you don't know how hard it can be. And you also don't know how nice it can be either because you're stuck in the house. But like, man, last year, if I would put a recap on everything, I probably had like the most fun and the most like lucrative experiences and learned the most in my life the past 3 years.
Yeah, for sure. And you'll keep learning as you get older.
Yeah,
Um, what do you consider more important, creativity or efficiency?
creativity. Always. Quality over quantity.
Is
We're not
it,
machines. You feel me? I mean, we are machines, but in the art world, you're not a machine. You're made here to make timeless pieces.
yeah, then you kind of answered the next question, but is it better to be good and on time or perfect and late with your work?
Man, it also depends. Because time don't wait for nobody.
Exactly. So if you had to describe your music in 3 words, what would they be?
Midwestern trash. A foot. I don't fucking know. Like, this fucking more Midwestern trash. A foot. Like, I don't know, bro. Just regular. It's not regular. It's just like, but I like it. I kind of like the trashiness. I like the grunge. I like it because it's real.
Okay.
I'm tired of hyper processed music. I'm tired of like people who like fine tune and fine pay attention to every little detail to make it perfect. Like that takes the human away from it.
Okay. What are some traits and skills that you've been praised for?
Shit, like everything. I don't fucking know. Um, damn, bro. Like my sound design, my lyrics, my music in general. Damn, bro. No one's ever said I was good at math, so I mean that's one thing I can say they didn't. So like, yeah,
Me either. Don't worry.
yeah.
What message do you want to convey to the world?
The world could be a lot better. And the internet is a gift, but you guys use it like a fucking curse. Like you guys make it a bad thing when it really shouldn't be. And if you guys would sit there and talk to each other more, and also get rid of some of the broken people, I'm 100% with that. Like there are some people who are just a plague to society, but no one can be the judge of that because everybody has subjective opinions. So leave that shit alone and just let time play its role. I know it sucks. I know it's hard. You might not see perfect change in your generation, in your lifetime, but it can't happen. You just have to push it forward past yourself. Not everything's gonna happen when you're alive. You feel me? We gotta work to shit.
100%. Um, do you have any advice for new artists trying to get into the music
Stay
industry?
the fuck independent. Stay the fuck independent until your ass like till you know you famous, bro. Like you can't even really go outside in your city. That's when you go ahead and sign with like a label. Go sign with don't sign with no like dumbass niggas like you know what I'm saying? Niggas who ain't nowhere. Like sign with a company. Don't sign to an individual person. Like don't go sign to Gucci, man. 1017, that's dope as fuck. If you do that shit, and you saying you a legend, you feel me? You 1017. But other than that, like, bro, stay independent, bro. Stay independent.
Okay. Um, what's the best advice another artist gave you, and who was it from?
Damn. I feel like Weezy done said a lot of shit that stuck with me over the years. Um Wiz Khalifa definitely done said some shit. Never like in the songs, man. Like I never like heard nothing in interviews. I was like, oh shit, like man, that just changed my life. But nah, in the music, the messages, it's up there for sure. Like yeah, I feel that.
Describe your creative process when writing new music.
I don't write music. I just say music. I just go in there and do my thing. But um, live life. You gotta live life. You gotta do shit. You feel me? Or it's like your music's gonna get real stale. You can't sit there and talk about your old feelings forever because it's not gonna be the same energy. Because when you felt them back then, it was hard. When you feel it now, it's kind of like, bro, you kind of healed from it. It's not, you know what I'm saying? It's not touched you that bad. It's not really. So, yeah, just keep living life. Keep going through shit. Live, but you gotta live. Got to.
What would you do if you made a mistake in a performance?
Cry about it later. Act like it didn't happen.
On the stage?
Cry about it later after I get off stage.
Yeah.
But act like it didn't happen on stage.
how would
Or
your
laugh about it if it was funny.
how would your team describe you and your work ethic?
Well, the other day, Tone told me to stop working and go outside. So probably need a balance of like work and regular life. Can't do too much of either. You gotta have a balance. And me, like, I'll either do the balance or I'll just go straight to work and like I'll kill myself in my room.
I hear that. So, what motivates you or inspires you to create?
Sounds. Like I might hear a certain sound and I'm like, oh shit, like damn, I should put that in a song. Or like I said, regular life, regular emotions. Like you might feel mad one day, you might feel sad one day. You might be happy as fuck one day and you just go in there like, you know what I'm saying? You spit some like happy shit, some positive shit, like you lit. But other than that, it's just emotions really. It's all just emotions.
I know exactly what I mean. Just emotions fleeting. It's yeah, exactly. Okay. What is your favorite time of day to create?
Broad daylight. Love it when it's sunny.
Lyrically, what is your absolute favorite song that you have recorded to date? Just lyrically.
It's a song that ain't out, but it's called Oxy. the bars and the flow was just ridiculous and disrespectful. I don't think I could ever release that song, but it was so hard.
um, in your opinion, what do you think is your best overall song?
I think Bad overall percentage wise is well received, but Myself is also like well received, but it's kind of like you either love it or you just like it. Like it's cool.
No, but what do you think is your best overall song?
But I'm on the same thing.
Not being well received, just about your personal.
Oh, my personal
Yeah.
preference though, like it'll still be kind of the same thing. Like I feel like Myself was just damn. Even though it was messy, it got to the point and I delivered what I wanted to deliver. I didn't like the second verse I came in, but it was like I got everything and conveyed the emotional like perfect. And I made the beats. So, like the whole production was just like a masterpiece together.
Do you make all your own beats?
Well, majority of the time I do. Sometimes I get them from other people and I just like open up my emails, play some beats. I'm feeling lazy. You know what I'm saying? I might just open up some shit. But usually I make my own shit. Much better that way.
Why is that?
Man, for one, it's your own beat. So like you get to really fine tune everything and change everything the way you want to. And like you get to build the song in your head before you even get to record the song because you're building the beat. So you're like, damn, I know what I would say here while you making the beat.
Okay.
And also business side of things. You ain't got to give your 50% to another producer when you're the one who made it.
Mm-hmm.